This is why your videos are not getting any views. Now, a lot of the things that I'm going to share with you in this channel are going to apply to you, most especially if you are a brand new creator, right? Especially if you're using a brand new YouTube channel. So before we get into all that, I'd like to let you know, if you are doing YouTube, I highly encourage you to also look into getting started with selling digital products, because that is a perfect thing to pair with your YouTube channel that will enable you to make some money while you are working your way towards getting accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. So if you're interested in learning how to sell digital products online using your YouTube channel especially, check out that first link in the description below this video, and it will give you everything that you need to know in order to get started. Okay, now having said all that, let us jump straight into some of the reasons why your videos are not getting any views. Okay, first and foremost, right, if you just started a brand new channel, right, you created a brand new channel and you started you started posting videos, and you're wondering why is it that your videos are not getting pretty much any views, right? You're stuck under 10 views, right? Or let's just say under 20 views, and then they're getting tons of views. Well, first and foremost, the one thing that I will mention is that your channel is new, okay, and YouTube has no clue what it's all about at all, okay? So it's like a blank slate, completely confused. It has absolutely zero clue what your channel is about. You have 0 subscribers, right? So what happens is that YouTube, the algorithm, this is completely based on the algorithm, right? They will take your video and start pushing it out to different groups, different sets of people to test and see, right, who's biting, essentially, who's hanging on to your video. And if your video is not getting the kind of attention that YouTube would like, right, early on when it starts pushing your video out, it basically gets to a point where it just stops pushing it out. Okay, so one of the biggest things that you're gonna really need to work on right from the start here, in order to help your videos get at least even clicked on to get those views, is gonna be your titles and your thumbnails. Okay, title most important, number one, right? Your title is going to be number one, and then your thumbnails. Those titles that you put in your videos are going to be the number one thing that gives YouTube even any kind of clue what your channel is going to be about, what it's going to be talking about. And then from there, it's going to take it and start pushing it out to like people on the platform that it has deemed to be interested in what your video title is about. Okay, so now your video is out there, it's being shown. This is an impression, right? It's being shown like in the feed or browse features and all that, where people can see it, right? They're seeing it, but they haven't clicked on it. You haven't gotten the view yet, because they haven't clicked on it. So it's out there competing with all the other videos that have similar title topics as yours. Now, if you don't have a decent thumbnail, right, your competition is going to beat you out. So what happens is potential viewers, they see a bunch of videos with the same titles or similar titles on the similar topics, and the thumbnail that has the best that is most enticing to be clicked on is the one that gets clicked on. So there's a very good chance, right, if you're not getting any views, there's a very good chance that, okay, not only does YouTube have no clue what your channel is about, so it's less inclined to push your stuff out, but there's a very good chance that you're not getting views because maybe your thumbnails need some work, right? So even if you have the title, the good title, and then it's out there, if it doesn't have an enticing enough thumbnail, people are not going to click on it. And after YouTube has shown your video, right, given it impressions, quite a few impressions, and people are not clicking on it, it gets fed up, essentially, right? YouTube, it gets fed up and it stops pushing your video. Okay, or it pushes your video and you have a few people click on it, and then they watch, but they don't watch for long, and they click off right away, right? that in YouTube's eyes is no bueno, right? It's just not a good look, because YouTube needs people, it wants people to stay on the platform, okay? So that's going to be your, one of your biggest obstacles. The other thing too is, especially if you have a brand new channel, is if, let's say it's a brand new channel, like, the other thing is YouTube are wary of, like, say, like bots coming on and just like people just spamming all. If you've had a channel that's a little bit older and you've been active on it, that mimics normal human behavior, right? You have the channel but you've never posted on it, right? So you use that channel and comment on other people's videos, you watch other people's videos, you comment, you engage and all that type stuff. That's gonna help, okay? That's definitely gonna help YouTube to it's gonna help build a little bit of trust with YouTube, okay? So if you have a channel like that you've been using, it's gonna be a plus. It can only be a plus, right? So if you have a brand spanking new channel that you just created and there's no activity on it and all that, and then you start going to post, and that might be a reason why, right? It's not sure yet to trust whether your channel is actually like a proper channel in essence, okay? So those are a couple things. So right from the start, your thumbnails and your titles, those are going to be, if they're not up to par, that's probably going to be that's probably going to be a major reason why you're not getting the views that you would expect or want to see on your video. And then the other major thing too is, of course, like I mentioned, YouTube has no clue basically what your video is about, right? So those are just two quick little things I can share with you as to why your video is why your videos are not getting the views that you would hope they would get, right? Now here's the next I'll say the next major thing. So let's just say you have been posting quite a few videos, right? And you're still not getting any kind of traction. The most likely reason why that may still be happening, right? Let's assuming you've taken care of all the other things that I mentioned earlier. The next big thing, the next major reason why you might not be getting a lot of views is that, as being a new channel, YouTube still needs a little bit more time to understand understand who your target audience is, which is why you'll see a lot of times people always talk about they always encourage you to start off with a specific niche, right, and to stay in one subject area so you're not all over the place, especially as a new channel, right, talking about so many different things in all different kinds of places. YouTube is struggling to figure out who your audience is, who your videos are for, which is why I would suggest, coming out to maybe stick to a niche in the beginning, right? Stick to a niche in the beginning, and then as you start getting your audience, start getting subscribers and all that, then you can start to branch out and start getting a little bit broader. One thing that is really working right now for a lot of brand new creators, which is why you're seeing people come out with these new channels and exploding right off the top, is the niche that is really helping a lot of people right now is like, the whole, basically talking about YouTube, right? Essentially promoting YouTube and encouraging people to get on YouTube. So that's a hack right there. That's a little cheat code for you if you're just getting started. That might be a place you want to start to give your channel the best possible chance right now to see some major traction, right? All the smaller channels that I've been seeing that are blowing up like crazy are the ones that tend to promote YouTube in some shape or form, right? Whether it's basically telling you to jump on YouTube and to talk about whatever it is, whether it's your job, whatever the case may be. But essentially, if it has any inkling towards promoting YouTube in some shape or fashion, you're probably gonna get you're probably gonna get a decent at least give yourself a much better chance of getting your videos seen, right, and watched, right. and pushed a little bit more by YouTube. Only makes sense, right, that they would do that. Self-serving, of course. All right. So that's the other major point. So being all over the place, talking about too many different things at the beginning when your channel is new, you know, YouTube is basically having a hard time figuring out who your audience is. If you stay within a particular niche, it becomes pretty clear pretty quickly to YouTube who the people are that you're speaking to, and so much so that every time you do create a video, it knows automatically, the algorithm knows automatically now to push it out to people who are interested in that that subject matter, who are in that niche. Okay, and then you'll start seeing your videos start to pick up quite a bit. And then when that happens, you'll have subscribers, right? And when you do have subscribers, they'll be the first ones who will get to start getting to know, like, and trust you, right? And you post a video, YouTube will push it out initially to some of your subscribers before it starts going out, and or I shouldn't say before, because I don't know whether it does it before and after, but there is a portion of your subscribers that will get it, right? And then also when YouTube is out there searching for more of your type of audience, right? So having subscribers, once you do get them, is definitely going to help to give you those initial views, right? If you weren't getting any before. So having subscribers definitely makes a difference. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Like I know it's might not have been the most concise, most clear, but those are a couple of the reasons why your videos are not necessarily they're not being seen, not getting the views. And I don't even want to dig deep into like the quality of your video and like the content, like how good your videos actually are and all that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your videos are if they're not even being given the opportunity to be seen, right? Get impressions and then watched, right? The click-throughs and getting the views, right? So you got to fix those things first, right? Those things first that will enable to even give your video a chance to be seen and getting views. And then once you start getting that, okay, well then the next things you want to take care of are like the nature of the content. Are people sticking around watching your videos for an extended period of time? Are they clicking off within the first 30 seconds? All that type of stuff. Okay, that's all going to come into play later. The more you can have that happening, then of course, the more you can have, the more that signals to YouTube that your videos are worth being pushed out to more people. And then the other thing too is engagement, making sure that you are responding to comments, right? That is definitely, the few random comments that you eventually do get, right? Make sure that you are responding to those. If you haven't been, make sure you do, because they do add like some kind of engagement boost, which will in turn tell the algorithm, hey, something interesting is happening here, and they will start pushing your videos out a little bit more. Okay? That's it for now. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer. And don't forget, if you'd like to learn how to start making money selling digital products with your YouTube videos and other social media platforms, click that first link in the description below this video and get started. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.